Oh, snap. It's a cool hat.
Chilling in Dubai. This is what happens when you're outside the Matrix. You're geographically free. Anyone who's watched the Matrix carefully understands that the people inside the Matrix realize that something isn't right. So they escape the Matrix. Once they've escaped the Matrix, they realize how the Matrix works. And they plug back into the Matrix with new powers. And then they hack the Matrix, and then they escape again. That's what I do. I hope you're paying attention to me. I hope you can hear me over my W16 quad turbo 8-liter Bugatti. Wait, what was it? Chiron Josport. Hope it's not too loud for you when it's idling here in the middle of the night in Dubai. You're sitting there going, "Oh, go work tomorrow, I've got bills to pay." None of those things are real. There is no spoon. Money's not real. The numbers on the screen. They're about to pass another 1.5 trillion for government spending. What are they going to spend it on? Nobody knows. It's going to somebody. You think I'm rich because I have a $5.5 million car? That's nothing. It's chump change. I consider myself poor. You're sitting here with the list down and you consider yourself pretty well off. I'm doing okay, actually. I put some money in my 401. Money's not real. You still believe in the spoon. I don't believe in the spoon. That's how I bend things. Do you understand? I'm the little monk kid that bends the spoon. I'm the man who walks to Jacob and Co. and says, "How much is the watch that's going to match my Bugatti?" And he says $455,000. I think that's a bargain. I'm the man who's contacted the Burj Khalifa trying to put his name all over it. That's me. I'm that guy. I tell you these things. I waste my time like the fucking philanthropic, nice, beautiful, gorgeous, handsome man I am, explaining I came from nothing. I hacked the Matrix. I escaped, and I'm back to free your minds, like Morpheus. I'm making the call. I'm trying to give you the red pill. And even though I have $5.5 million car, 26 more cars at home, and millions of dollars, and all this monumental success, people still sit there and go, I don't know if I can trust him. If you can't trust me, who can you trust? Your university professor? He's an agent. He's a slave to the machine. You must wake up, and you're only going to escape with my help.
Wild. Mm. Knowing gets to you. So I wrote something, and it's rather long. I've played it 6 days in a row and has had no responses. None. The language of king. Everything is for a king. Amazing. Right? So I will do a reading of this in just a second. And I've been playing this every day for 6 straight days. right? It's a good rising. The language of king. The wonderful thing about the language of king, you speak king, you talk king. King, a result of think king. When king, walk the king. I'm thinking that king is a function and I'm not asking. I am that I am ask king. I'm thinking most are not thinking is what I'm thinking. I hope you follow my thinking. Thinking that most brains are not smelling terrific. They're actually fucking stinking like Lincoln. I'm not responsible for what you're feeling or what you're thinking. I'm responsible for what I'm speaking and when I'm talking. I'm thinking that king is more than just a title, it's a function, and most people's brains are not functioning, not even working, simply twerking for the king, talk king. I'm thinking this whole no king movement is a result of bootlicking and ass kissing, time for ass kicking and ass spanking. I know enough to know not to mask king. Women love your natural stink king, stank king, be the dank king, sink king. If they're not responding, then they are silently choking to the king talk king. I got something for you, the result of thinking today on this no day of thinking, no king. I'm thinking you need to know king, learn to say no to king while speak king. I will be doing the fact checking, time to fact checking kings. I'm seeing, not seeking. I'm not looking, I look king. I am not seeking anything. I am seeking, talking. I'm authoring my own lines, addressing king, by the king, not hooking for anything from the king to the king, for the king, by the king to king, talk to king. I'm authoring king. I'm seeing that everything's a function of the fucking king. The dogs of Rome are no more barking at the king walk king. I'm not a dog. I don't need walking. I walk king. I'm by king. I'm vying for king. See king, not see king. I don't need a castle to king. Even if I can shack, I'm shack king. I am king. I know the king is not defined by his branding or his clothing, but by actions. When talking, think to speak king, think king. I'm invoking a spell, your license to lie, revoking a fight, provoking, invoking, rebuking, mocking. A fight silence means I'm the one that's yoking. English is the language of king, is what I think king on this day of no king. The mainstream I will stand against, mocking, I'm invoking, rebuking, your license to lie, canceling, invoking, law king, no talking. I know in this day of no king, I'm the one that is striking, shock king, I'll do the talk king. I know that you can fake stupid until you make king. It's no longer an issue of self making, faking king. I'm king making, self faking, check king. I know television is for freely taking minds checking in, taking, not faking. I think all you need to know is man is his own king. The women are not kings. Stop fronting like you're king. I'm thinking my time to be posing in peacock king. I know in being as king, I will be as king. I'm not asking, I am as king. I'm not talking, I'm speaking. I don't need queens to do my thinking, thought provoking. I'm the one mocking. I know it's possible to talk without the use of king. No one talking, you talk king. I know when thinking, think king. I don't need anyone to speak king for me. Time for mock king. I know when you win every day, you can call that street king. I'm back masking my mind for ignorant minds mocking. I'm thinking fines for silent dogs that are not on par with king. No parking, no barking at king. I'm done with these commie cunts. No more mocking, bootlicking, sickening. Don't bother me while I'm fucking working. My house is not for mocking. No fucking smirking. Done with you mocking children. Look at your parents' jaws. They're locking. They may as well be strippers on a pole twerking for the king. I'm talking. I know in drinking and smoking you do a king. I know everything's a function of the fucking king. There'll be no talking without the king. I'm thinking my lines won't have any fact check king. I'm fact checking king, wrecking kings, breaking kings, kings fracking, your kingdom breaking, fracking. I'm not riding the gas pedals, no braking. I'm the one spooking, booking, breaking kings, fracking kings, stacking kings, checking kings, streaking kings, smoking kings. I know when you check the king, you check king, kings, propose, cash is king. I know when speaking, you should speak king, and when you be as king. My mind is not the one that's breaking, not stinking, not stanking. Citizenships, you're sinking. I'm not masking my musking. Stupidity, I'm faking. I'm not the stripper on the pole twerking or working for the king. I'm the war king hawking. Chief Smackle host said squash, no more talking. No more squawking. I'm not breaking. I'm not joking. I'm talking, speaking, king, think king. I'm the one that said no man is my fucking king. I am that I am my own king in the making, fact checking. I know if you do the making, then you can do the breaking. Ego stalking, baddie stacking. I'm fact checking the boat. I'm rocking. Smart people stop talking. I know whenever you're striking, strike like lightning. Shock the king, rock the king, mock the king mock king, talk king. I am that I am. See king, not see king, not look king. I know the systems for capping and J hooking. I'm not the streetwalker. I'm the one street walk king. I'm thinking children suckered into drinking and smoking, fucking. I'm not interested in seeing 9-year-old children working, smoking, drinking, fucking. A man is king, even when he is in a shack king. I know a castle for the king has nothing to do with being king. I'm not asking. I am asked king. I'm the king authoring and the king narrating. No, I'm not joking. I am joking. I don't see how it's possible for there to be no king. I know when you're walking, you walk king. I know when you're hiking, you hike king. I know when you're broke, you can be caught hawk king. I know when mocking, you should mock the king, talk king, talk king. I don't need any one of you to tell me everything is operating system or a function of king. Your brain's not working. You don't respect the king working. The language of English is king's language. And you're wasting my time. It's slipping away. Time's ticking, talking away, smoking. Their brains are not working. I know these lines are not worth chunking, rhyming, not working. You all be junkies thinking about it, thinking it's not allowed, is what I'm thinking. I hope you like the lines I'm inking. Most people's brains are not smelling terrific. They're actually stinking. Can't believe you all sit in silent and child trafficking. Done listening to penciling myself as king. I don't need any of you licensed dogs to do my talking or my speaking. I'm thinking the majority of you should recognize I'm king and I'm war king, fact check king, Mac king. I do my own thinking, my own talking, my own speaking, not outsourcing anything to a foreign king. I'm thinking you all be better off knowing the king is in the inking. That's why I'm inking I as me as king, done without being subjected to anything. I'm thinking you could be a subject to an ass kicking or maybe a spanking. I said everything is a function of king and not just every little thing, one thing or everything. Everything, every function is by and for the king. I am that I am king author and then king dressing, king by the king, for the king, bound the king, to the king, pitcher batting. You try to swing at me, I was throwing a picture at you. I know when you're walking in, you should be walking as king. I know when thinking, you should be thinking you're dressing another king. I'm thinking cash is king and publicly. I'm the one that's checking kings because I do my own banking. I'm done listening to bogs. Barking, you're not going to heaven. Stop trying to bar the king, no barking. Hey, look, everybody. Thank God I did my own mocking, masking intelligence, faking the dogma arts of mockery, knowing the king of kings on this day. This king said, think king. I'm the one that mastered mocking. English is language of king is what I think king on this day of no king. Learn to know king. I know on this day of no king, I am the one that is striking and shocking. I think you can all know man is his own king. I'm thinking my time to be striking. I know when being be as king. I'm not asking, I'm asking. I don't know what's possible to talk without the use of king. Hmm. Hmm. We all go. So I've been repeating this 7 days in a row now. The language of king. Whoa. Heavy stuff. Apparently, no one knows language is king. From broken to bulletproof, man. Whoa.